You son of a bitch! You live on that fucking ranch without a goddamn ear tag? How fucking dare you! Alright, we'll fix you up. Real nice. Give you a little shot. Send you on your way. Go on, Red Calf. That's Farmer Fran's favorite. Red Calf, go! Go!
Shalom, Yashar Allah. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and infinite glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles at Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to your hopeful Lektakim that are out there laboring, that are pushing this word in truth and in sincerity. This is your brother Amar from the GMS Boise, Idaho camp, coming at you with a lesson that off of a video I saw online of an Edomite farmer, just, as you can see, straight grabbing the calf and putting an awl into its ear. And awl, AUL, is a symbolic of ownership, owned by somebody. And then also right before he did that, what did he do? He gave him a jab, gave him an okey pokey, and a kick in the ass to get out the door, man. Get it moving. And a red heifer at that. And I just kind of looked at it and I said, man, what a Edomite move. That's what he wants to do to us as a people, ultimately the Israelites, but he plans to push his New World Order agenda by putting that digital awl in everybody, that charagma, that Revelation 13 and 16. And I saw this video because that's the first thing that came to my mind, really. It just thought, hey, man, this is what Esau wants to do and has been doing. In the sense that he's been doing it to this day because what? He gives you a birth certificate and then he jabs you up as soon as you come out your mother's womb. Same thing, treating us like cattle, giving everybody a barcode on their forehead, a couple jabs and a kick in the ass. Here, welcome to life. In our sense, it's a smack in the butt, But going back to the point being, this is what Esau wants to do. Give us that sign of a slave. And I want to get the definition of all before I move on to Revelation 13:16. This is an instrument only referred to in connection with the custom of boring the ear of a slave. Because in the sense that, and I'll just get the scripture. In the sense that this is what he ultimately wants to do to show ownership and put us in captivity again forever. Because in captivity forever, in the sense that, once he gets that in you, he's got you. There's no repenting from the charagma. This is Esau's ultimate, golden gun. This is his golden gun, like on James Bond, one shot, one kill. I know if I can get an Israelite to take this, he's done. I don't got to keep pushing sin down his throat. I don't got to keep putting rap and drugs and partying and bullshit and money and hoes and clothes in his face. If I could just get him to take this charagma, I'm straight. He can't turn back from this. But as soon as he does that, he knows that's it for him. There's no next. There's no next. There's no ultimately completing his New World Order. Because Revelation 13:16 says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And he is Esau, causeth all, causeth meaning they make that choice. He caused them to do this, by the point that they willingly went to accept it. Just like a slave, the only reason why he got that golden awl in his ear is because he refused to leave his slave's house. He didn't want to leave all he had behind, i.e. his wife, his kids, his possessions. He would go out just with how he came in, by himself, because everything he produced was underneath his slave master's ownership. So in that sense, he owns nothing. And you can get the scripture. I'll get it for edification's sake, at the end, Lord willing. But the point being that he's the one that's doing it. That's going to cause you to make that decision. Both small and great, rich and poor. It doesn't matter if you got $0 in the bank or you're a trillionaire. You're Bill Snakes. Free and bond. You got your freedom or you're in jail. To receive a mark, that mark being a charagma. The Greek word there for, pretty much that stamp. In their right hand or in their foreheads, being your dominant hand, your foreheads, let's say you're paraplegic, or, just like the Neuralink, man. He can have you, accessing stuff from that. You don't got to do a tap to pay. As long as it's in your body somewhere, you're now charagma'd up. Verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark. Buying and selling is carnal means, and that mark, the charagma, being a physical stamp, not a spiritual sign, like Sunday worship, like the Seventh-day Adventists teach, like sleeping with white women, like certain groups out there teach, like accepting the false image of Caesar Borgia, calling upon false names, whatever it may be. That's not it. It's a physical thing that you are willingly having inserted in your body, physically, or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Verse 18, all talking about the same thing, the same beast system. Verse 18, here is wisdom, let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. The point being, just pointing the fact that 666, is talking about a carnal means, man. It's a wicked thing, something that's repeated 3 times to make sure that you get the point in understanding what it is. Because man is what? Carnal, the flesh. So this is something that is going to be here down in this earth. Fleshy. It's not a spiritual mark is what I'm trying to say. And again, Esau, Edom. Just like he wants people to have no rights, jabs them up, changes their DNA. Hey, guess what? Boom, you cannot be considered fully human, so you're not considered fully protected. Just like Esau, Edom, if he doesn't jab up these animals correctly, the USDA, the food administrations could come down hard on him because he didn't properly take care of his livestock with the updated, jabs on the schedule. So guess what? Just because he didn't do it to one, guess what? You gotta slaughter the whole section of the herd, and it could be 30, 40 cows. And I'm just saying it, talking about just how Esau could operate. Just because you didn't do it to one, guess what? Now they're all infected. You got to kill them all. So that's what the sense is. Esau, if nobody wants to take this, hey, guess what? They're all infected. You got to take them all out. Ultimately being that charagma. And I'll get the definition of that all, because it goes to show you that the person had to willingly accept it for him to get that all. Just like people are going to have to willingly accept this charagma. And I'm going to back up one. Deuteronomy 15 and 16. And it shall be, if he say unto thee, I will not go away from thee, because he loveth thee, and thine house, because he is well with thee. And again, this is applicable to, Hebrew Israelite slave owning another Hebrew Israelite. So understanding, or a Hebrew Israelite owning another Hebrew Israelite as a slave. This is also the law of how we operate, but this is also applicable to, the symbolic meaning of our people looking at what Esau has to offer and saying, I don't want to go away to that. I'm going to choose that. But understanding that Yahweh Shem Yahushai has a mark on his men as well. I'm going to read it again, Deuteronomy 15 and 16. And it shall be, if he say unto thee, I will not go away from thee, because he loveth thee and thine house, because he is well with thee. He's happy living with his captivity. Obviously this slavery wasn't like chattel slavery that Esau did, but understanding the fact that he chose. Verse 17, then thou shalt take an awl and thrust it through his ear unto the door, and he shall be thy servant forever. And also unto thy maidservant thou shalt do likewise. So that is that symbolic awl where it's marking his ownership forever. And that's what Esau wants to do. I did have one more. Here you go. I had this. I'll just bring it out. Because Esau is going to try to steal the Lord's people. He's going to get a vast majority of them, 2/3. 1/3 are going to be delivered, here in Babylon, and then you have the elect throughout the world. But nonetheless, he is going to be found the man in charge, putting the awls in the ears. He's the slave master putting that tag in the calves. So what's his punishment if he's going around stealing all these people unrighteously? This is Exodus 21:16. And he that stealeth a man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death. So Esau, Edom is going to surely be put to death, taken out of power, and ultimately after those 1,000 years, really be put to death. But starting when Yahushua cracks those clouds, man. It really started 2,000 years ago when Yahushua sacrificed himself by putting himself on the cross. That's when the last day started. But ultimately, Esau is going to get knocked out physically with the chariots of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua when Yahushua comes in that heavenly host. So that's a lot to look forward to. But understanding, this video is something that is going to be happening to people, that rejected the Lord, man, and only through the will of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, him putting a spirit on you, you're going to be able to resist all this. Because when all chaos is breaking loose, you're going to need a miracle to not want to run towards the so-called oasis that Esau is going to advertise that he has. Through the ignorant and unlearned eyes that have no eye salve, they're going to see that. But to the elect, the 1/3 that understand these things, hey man, they're going to know well to stay away. So Lord willing, again, this lesson was edifying to the elect. Till next time, Shalom.